How we doing, guys? Back at PCYC. We got classes for you most days. We're live on Facebook. We're recording on the other camera for YouTube. So yeah, we're trying to bring all you guys classes every day here from PCYC, and we've got different people doing classes. So what days do you usually do stretch?
Saturdays at 8 a.m.
So Virginia does stretch class here at PCYC, Saturdays 8 a.m. They're like $10 a pop or free for members. So we've got Virginia in today. She's going to do a class with you. So grab yourself a mat and some water, and then we'll get started in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, sounds
cool.
good.
So I'll hand over to Virginia.
Hi everybody, I hope you're all well. So today I'm going to take you through just a short stretch class, so about 20 minutes. We're going to just stretch our whole body. We'll do upper body and some lower body exercises, keeping it really simple, really basic. Things to remember when you stretch: try not to go past what your body will allow you, and yeah, remember to breathe. That's the most important. So we're going to start with a quick little warm-up, just a couple of minutes. We're going to start from feet up to our heads. So let's get started. I hope you've all got your mat and your water. So let's start with just circling our ankles. So circling ankles one way and back the other way. So we just want to start getting our bodies moving, get the blood pumping. And other side. And back the other way. Excellent. Feet together, hands on knees, and circling your knees in one direction. So nice big circles, moving through those ankles, moving through those knees. And let's change directions.
We've got 2 viewers at the moment.
Yay! Welcome! Get ready for some stretching.
3 viewers. Ooh.
Legs apart and just big circles with those hips, just to get everything loosened up, get blood running through that body. Big circles. So we're going to be stretching our legs today, just some light stretching on the legs, so we want to be getting them nice and warm before we stretch. Changing directions. Oh, I'm cracking. And a couple more circles. Excellent. And then we just want to do some squats, nice and shallow. Just get the knees moving. Nothing crazy. We're not here to strengthen our legs. We're here to get them warm and ready for stretching.
I'm doing them too.
You are, you're doing well. Excellent. All right, let's work on our torso. So we want to start by leaning nice and slowly, side to side. Feel a slight stretch in your sides. Nothing crazy, because we are still warming up. And then we want to take one hand overhead, another hand overhead, nice and slow. Up and over, start getting movement through those arms. Excellent. We should start to be feeling nice and warm now.
I'm feeling warm.
Good. All right, hands in front. We're going to twist. So I want you to twist and look over your shoulder behind you. Nice and slow. Twisting, looking behind you. Good work. Alright, now we're going to do some arms. Arms out by your side. Little circles. So you can go forward or backwards, whatever floats your boat. You can go in any direction you want, because we're going to go both ways. So little circles. Really want these shoulders to start feeling warm. How many more people do we have now for live?
There's 2. There's 2. We've got 2. Send us a comment. 3. You got 3.
Yay, comment. And big circles forwards. Nice work. Now we're going to change direction. So we're going to go small circles, backwards or forwards, whatever you're doing, opposite to what you were doing before. Taking them bigger. stretching. So we're going to head to the floor and we're going to start stretching our legs first, and then we'll slowly work our way up to our arms. So the type of stretches we're going to do today are really going to help you, especially if you're working from home or you're sitting down a lot. These are going to help open your body up. So we want to be stretching through our hips and opening our shoulders. So let's get started. Kneeling on one knee. One knee up, one knee down. Standing up nice and tall, hips facing forwards. And I want you to gently rock forward till you feel a stretch through the front of this hip here. So keeping that body upright and holding that there. If you find this is hard to balance, grab a chair and you can hold onto a chair for some extra balance if you need it, or a wall, whatever you have nearby or on hand, just if you need that stability. So feeling that stretch through the front of your hip. Keep going more forward so you can really release that leg. Excellent. You can put your hands on the ground and you should still feel a little bit of a stretch through the front of that hip. And then what I want you to do is straighten your front leg, and we want to point our toe. So you can have your fingertips on the floor. If you can't reach down that far, you can stay upright or lean forward. You can again hold on to something for support, or you can go fold all the way forward. Then I want you to start flexing your foot, and I want you to go pointing and flexing. So go through point and flex. So we're moving through the stretch. It's not just a static stretch. Excellent. And then coming back up, bending that front knee, tucking your back toe under, hands on the floor, lifting that back leg. So keeping that back leg nice and straight. So you should feel a stretch through your front leg, so through the hamstring, and you'll also probably feel a little bit of a stretch through the front of that hip as well. So just holding that there for a little bit to stretch that out. Dropping that back knee, knees together, and then bringing the other leg up. So I will face the other way so you can see what I'm doing. So we're here, chest up, hips facing forwards. Start to lean forward, keep your chest up. Again, holding on to anything you have nearby for stability, couch, chair, stool, anything you have. Chest up, remember to breathe as well. It's really important to get oxygen through your body into your muscles. It's also a really nice way to relax and release any stresses that you may have. So holding this here, go a little bit further if you can. You can lean forward, put your hands on the floor. And remember to breathe. Big, deep breaths. Straightening your front leg, pointing that front toe. Again, if you can lean forward, hands on the floor, perfect. Otherwise, holding onto something for balance if you need to, holding wherever is comfortable for you until you feel that stretch. And you should feel the stretch through the back of that front leg, all the way down through the hamstring. So holding this here, remember to breathe. I want you to flex your toes, and then I want you to point. So we're going to go through flexing and pointing. So again, we want to be moving through this stretch. You also want to keep this front leg nice and straight as well. Let's bend our front knee, tucking your back toe under, hands on the ground, straightening your back leg and just holding this stretch here. So again, you should feel this stretch through the front of this hip. You should also feel it through the back, like the hamstring of your front leg as well. So you can have both hands on the ground for support. And remember to breathe. And release that back leg and bringing your knees together. How are the legs feeling? They should be feeling nice and stretched. All right, from our legs, we're going to move up to our torso area. So we want to be on all fours. And we want to push through the ground. We want to make our angry cat. So pushing through the ground, really separating these shoulder blades and looking down, chin to chest. And then we want to arch up, looking up to the ceiling and be in our happy cat position. So really arch that back as much as you can. Try and open that chest. Then hunching back up to angry cat. And we're going to happy cat. And back to angry cat. And happy cat. Really pushing through that chest. Now we're going to do crazy cat, so we're going to make circles with our body. So we want to use our rib cage. Rib cage go to the side, and then goes up into angry cat, goes to the other side, and then goes to happy cat. So we're just making circles with our rib cage. We're just trying to loosen up that whole area. Try and get some movement through our spine, which will help if you're sitting down a lot at home, because if you're having to work from home. So getting some movement, changing directions through crazy cats. So big circles, and remember to breathe. Pushing back onto your feet, and you can pop your head down on your mat, so forward to mat. And you can just relax here. This is a really nice relaxing pose, and it's a good way to de-stress. You can breathe and think about any areas that you may be tight in, and you can just stretch those areas out. Coming back up, sitting on your bottom, crossing your legs and sitting up nice and tall, like you're at school again. And try and get these knees nice and open as much as you can while you're sitting in this cross-legged position. Bringing one arm up next to your ear. So again, really pulling through this spine. I want you to tilt to the side, and I want you to keep your shoulders stacked on top of one another. So if you can see me side on, my shoulders are on top of each other. So I'm not like this, and I'm not like this. I am like I'm in between two panes of glass. I'm directly sideways. So I'll face back forwards. So holding this stretch here, feeling a really nice big stretch up the side of our bodies. Holding this here for a little bit longer, and remember to breathe. Really, really important. Keep breathing, because I know a lot of people stop breathing when they stretch. So keep breathing. Holding it here for a bit longer.
You might pass out if you stop breathing.
Yes, you can. Coming back up to center, other arm up next to your ear and tilting to the side. Remember, keep those shoulders stacked on top of one another. Big deep breaths, and feel that stretch through the sides of our bodies. Coming back up to center. Now we're going to put our hands in front of us, and we're going to lean all the way forward. I want you to get your head to the ground, arms out nice and straight in front of you. Think of trying to reach for something out in front of you, and holding this stretch here. And you should feel this stretch. You may feel it through the backs of your legs and your lower back, depending on where you're tight. So just holding this stretch here. And reaching nice and forward. And coming back up. Oh, right. If you need to grab some water, grab yourself a drink. We're going to just do a couple of hamstring stretches, and then we'll finish with a couple of really nice simple upper body exercises. All right, so bending one knee, straightening the other leg. Sitting up again, nice and tall. You can have your toes pointed or flexed. Just you get a slightly different stretch, so it's whatever works for you. as long as it's like pointed or flexed. So I want you to just reach forward for that foot. So really feel that stretch up the back of your leg. Just holding this here for a couple of breaths. And I want you to think about reaching past your foot. So don't kind of crunch over, sit up tall and reach past that foot. Try and look at something that's sort of in the distance and reach for it. Reaching forwards, holding that stretch here. And if you want to, you can go to a flexed foot. If you can reach that foot, you can gently pull it in, just to get a little bit of a deeper stretch. And coming up, changing sides, so other leg out in front of you. Sitting up nice and tall, toes pointed or flexed, whatever's comfortable for you. And then I want you to reach forward, so try and reach for something past that foot. Leaning forward, take deep breaths in and out. As you breathe out, try and go a little bit further because your muscles should be relaxing as well. So reaching through here. Big breaths in and out. And again, if you want to go deeper, flex that foot and you can gently pull it in towards you if you can reach it. And remember to breathe. So this will just give you a slightly deeper stretch. And you'll probably feel a little bit of a stretch through the calf as well. And sitting up, crossing your legs again if that's comfortable for you. Otherwise, you can go onto your knees or you can stand up, whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to do our shoulders, so bringing one arm across, putting your hand on your elbow, pushing this shoulder down and really pulling this arm across. I want you to feel a stretch through the back of your shoulder. So really think about pulling and separating your shoulder blades. This is going to help give us some movement through our shoulders. And changing sides. So again, holding onto that elbow, pushing, dropping that shoulder, pulling, really pulling that arm across. And separate those shoulder blades.
When I drop my shoulder, I feel the stretch way better.
Yeah, so you don't really feel it as much when you're up here. You want to drop that shoulder as much as possible and you get a really good stretch to the shoulder. And release. I want you to bring one arm up over and put your hand on the top of your back. The other hand will come up and grab your elbow. So you're gently pulling that arm across. We want to try and keep our body as upright as possible. We want to avoid this. So we're really strengthening our muscles in our upper back to keep our posture upright. We're working on opening our shoulders. So we're working on our shoulder mobility here. So bringing that across. So kind of think about squeezing your shoulder blades together. It's going to be strengthening while we stretch. Changing to the other side, bringing it up and across, sitting up as tall as you can, bringing it over and pulling gently on that elbow if you can. Release. One last one before our shoulders. Just going to really open them up. Interlace your fingers. Turn the palms the opposite way. Hunch your shoulders over, so separate those shoulder blades. So really stretch through those shoulder blades. Hunch, hunch, hunch. And then, keeping your arms as straight as you can, start to open your chest and pull your arms back as much as you can. Look up to the ceiling. And think about trying to squeeze your shoulder blades together and looking up nice and tall. Try and open these shoulders and get them as far behind you as you can. And breathe. And then I want you to slowly release again, separate those shoulder blades. And again, looking up at the sky, squeezing your shoulder blades together. And gently release. Alrighty, let's finish with some wrist stretches and some neck stretches. So up on your knees, hands flat on the floor, so nice and straight with your arms. I want you to gently push through your wrists. So you should feel a stretch up the back here or in the little wrist joints. So putting gentle pressure on your hands, not too much, we don't want to go crazy with this. And then I want you to flip your hands over, put the tops of your hands on the floor, gently put a gentle pressure on the hands and try and lean back as much as possible. So you can see I'm here and I'm gently coming back. Yeah, so just work to whatever your wrist mobility will allow you to work towards. And we're going to give our hands a nice big shake.
Good morning.
Good morning. And we're going to clench our hands, get the hands moving, get some movement and blood pumping through those hands and fingers. And we're going to give another big shake. All right, let's finish with some really nice neck stretches. And then we should be right for time, right?
Yeah.
Good. So tilting your head to one side. If you want to put a little bit more pressure, grab your head, put it on top of your head, pull down with the shoulder, and you should feel a beautiful stretch down the side of your neck. So holding this here. This one's a good stretch to do throughout the day. If you're starting to feel stressed or your shoulders are feeling tight, this is a good one just to release any tension in your shoulders. Then I want you to look diagonally forward and put a little bit of gentle pressure on the back of your head. Again, remember to breathe and don't put too much pressure on your neck. Just whatever's comfortable for you. And come back to center, other side, tilting to the side. Put a little bit of gentle pressure on that head. Shoulder down, really pushing down. Feel that stretch up the side of the neck. Holding and breathing. Tilting forwards. And put a little bit more pressure on the neck if you need it. And holding that there. And then looking forwards, and you can, if you want, you can put more pressure on the back of your head, and you can hunch your back over here, get more of a stretch through the back of your spine, holding this here, chin to chest. And then looking up at the ceiling, and really think about opening this chest as much as you can. And breathe. And relax. Shake it out, guys. Well done today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're feeling a bit more relaxed and released and not as tight. Thank you for joining in.
Sorry.
Oh, you come down.
Yeah. I've got to just be 1 arm's length.
Oh, yes. That's about one of the
Is that about right?
Yes,
All right.
That's about right.
Thanks guys for tuning in. Thanks Facebook Live viewers. I hope you had a really good stretch with Virginia. That was awesome. I was stretching at the back.
Yes, you were doing good. You did
It
well.
was good fun. I feel so relaxed now, so it's
I know,
great.
I feel nice and relaxed and ready to face the world.
Yeah, face the crazy world. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. As I said, every day around somewhere between 10:30, 11:30, we'll try and go live with something, some exercises. We'll be up on YouTube. I'll link them all to our Facebook. And if you want to donate to St Kilda PCYC for these great classes, jump on our website, www.stkildapcyc.org. There's a donate now button. Give that a hit. And please join our Facebook and our YouTube page. And we'll see you guys soon. Thanks, Virginia.
Thank you, guys.